Welcome to Heroic Minds, brought to you by Regicon International and anchored by Obuku John Victor. Let's reflect on our human experiences so far and unleash our unlimited prowess in order to create a better world.
Nelson Mandela, a freedom fighter, political leader, and a global symbol of peace. His journey from a rural village to the presidency of South Africa is one of the most remarkable stories of resilience and leadership in modern history. He was born on 18th July 1918 in the small village of Umvezo. Nelson Mandela came from the Tambo royal family. Though he was destined for tribal leadership, he was drawn to a different path, one that will lead him to challenge an entire system of oppression. Educated at Fort Hare University and later the University of Witwatersrand, Mandela studied law and became involved in activism against racial injustice in South Africa. In 1944, Mandela joined the African National Congress (ANC), a movement dedicated to ending apartheid, the brutal system of racial segregation imposed by the white minority government. He helped form the ANC Youth League and became a key figure in organizing peaceful protests. But as repression intensified, Mandela and his comrades adopted a more radical stance. In 1961, he founded Umkhonto weZizwe, the ANC's arms wing, which led sabotage against government institutions. His activism made him an enemy of the state. In 1962, Mandela was arrested and sentenced to life imprisonment for sabotage and conspiracy against the government. He spent 18 years on Robben Island, enduring hard labor and isolation, yet even in prison, his influence grew. From behind bars, he became a symbol of resistance. His famous words, "I have walked that long road to freedom," embodied the spirit of his struggle. The global community pressured South Africa for his release. After 27 years, Mandela finally walked free on February 11, 1990. Upon his release, Mandela faced a country on the brink of civil war. Instead of seeking revenge, he preached reconciliation, leading negotiations that ended apartheid. In 1994, South Africa held its first multiracial democratic elections. Nelson Mandela became the country's first black president, a moment that signified the triumph of justice over oppression. As president, he focused on unity, economic rebuilding, and dismantling apartheid laws. He also created the Truth and Reconciliation Commission to heal the wounds of the past. After stepping down in 1999, Mandela continued his humanitarian work, advocating for peace, HIV and AIDS, awareness and global human rights. He became a global icon, earning the Nobel Peace Prize and leaving a legacy of forgiveness and perseverance. In 2013, at the age of 95, Mandela passed away, but his legacy remains, inspiring generations to fight for justice and equality. Nelson Mandela's life teaches us that leadership is about sacrifice, vision, and compassion. He turned pain into progress, proving that one's determination can change the course of history. His words and actions continue to shape the world. The question is, how will we carry his legacy forward?